Hey guys, this is bladeblabber here. Got a knife review for you today. This is the Case small caliber lockback knife. As you can see, it's not a very big knife. It's a good pocket sized knife. I'll just get you a nice close up of the blade there. And there's the camo coated handle. As you can see, it is a lockback. There's the Case logo on the blade. I'm going to do some specs first. I can't tell you the steel because Case just has their mystery stainless steel, so I can tell you that it works good and sharpens good. So you won't be disappointed about the steel. The blade on this is going to be about almost 2 inches and a quarter, so a little bit over 2 inches, which I think is adequate, perfect actually amount of length for a good EDC blade for most people's tasks, such as opening boxes, cutting apples, stuff like that, opening letters, all that stuff. It's going to be great for. As you can see, this is a pretty thin blade, so it's going to be a great slicer. It's going to be great for cutting tasks, cutting tasks such as food preparation. So that's the blade. The handle is just some kind of plastic. It's all riveted together. You can't adjust it. But this is about a $14 knife. So what you get with this knife for $14 is excellent. I'm very happy with it. I've had it for a long time. It's been through a lot of work. Back to the handle. It has a nice textured spot. It's just basically plastic. As you can see, it is kind of flexible. It does bend. So you gotta be careful with that. But with knives, let's say you're just holding it like this or holding it like this, pretty much all your weight is going to be put right here. All the pressure from your fingers is going to be around this area right here. So you really don't have to worry about that too much because most of your pressure is going to be right here around that rivet that holds the blade. So it's nice and textured right there, and that adds a lot of grip, helps with your grip a lot because this is very smooth. There's no thing to keep your hand on this part of the handle, but this is nice and textured. It has a nice sized lanyard hole if you wanted to put a lanyard on there. A lot of people would want to because this, as you can see, has no pocket clip, just like pretty much all Case knives. So you might want to put a lanyard on there for easier pocket retrieval. It is a lockback. The lockback works great. Doesn't hold up on you. It's easy to push down. As you can see, there is blade play up and down. This is an old knife. I've been using it for many years, so I can't tell you. I can't really remember if this came with no blade play at the beginning when I first got it, but I'm guessing it did have some blade play. But you gotta keep in mind this is a $14 knife, and that blade play is not gonna mess you up. The blade is still nice and secure in there. It's just a little bit it's not noticeable when you're using the actual knife. So I don't find that to be a problem. This does come in a black handle. I just have the camo handle. I got this a long time ago at a Bass Pro Shops down in Florida. It's a great little whittling knife. If you're just doing some small whittling with some wood, this works great for that. It's nice and easy to control with your hand. I think a lot of people get caught up in buying all the really nice high-tech Spydercos and Benchmades and Cold Steels, all that stuff, and they forget that there's still these Case knives and Charade and knives like that, and they're more traditional looking knives, but they still work just as good, if not some of them could even work better than the newer ones like Spyderco and Benchmade. You know, I kind of like that older design on some of my knives, and some of my favorite knives are the this Buck 110. This is one of my favorite knives right here. I really like the traditional look on pocket knives, so I don't find this to be a problem. And this is very slim. Let me see if I can measure this. It's about 1/4 of an inch thick, which is pretty slim. You don't even notice this thing in your pocket, and it's very, very light. I would say about 1 ounce, more or less. Works great as a backup to your EDC system. Also a sheeple knife, and have to take out if you're in a crowded area, you need to do some kind of cutting task. You don't want to scare people. I guarantee you this will not scare anyone. If this scares anyone, they really need to, get a life, for lack of a better term, because this is a very non-threatening knife, so it works great in that task. I carry it like that a lot. So it locks up good. It's got a nice textured handle. Got nice blade. I will say that the blade is kind of hard to sharpen. I can't get it to a razor sharpness. It was razor sharp when I got it, but now it's just kind of has a utility edge. It's good for the stuff you're going to be needing to do every day. This is not going to be your heavy duty knife, obviously. You're not going to be cutting off limbs with this. I actually think the Buck 110 would be doing that job quite well. It's got that bigger blade. This is not going to be for that. This is going to be better for opening packages, opening letters. Like I said, it's a very high value. It's definitely worth your $14. It is a lot of case knives, like specific ones, are very hard to find online just because there's so many models of them. So you can go, I'll tell you a good website where I know they have these, SmokyMountainKnifeWorks.com. Or I think the web address is actually just eknifeworks.com, and they'll have a whole bunch of case knives, including these. And these go for about $15 on there. And that's what they go for pretty much everywhere. So I definitely recommend this for the price of $14. Why not? Works as a great backup blade. So that is the Case small caliber lockback. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. Blade Blabber out.